I'm Dr. Shae, and welcome back to Teachers in Context, where research meets reality. Throughout this course, we've explored a wide range of literacy strategies, from selecting text to supporting reading comprehension and guiding students through the writing process. But as every teacher eventually learns, even the best strategies don't always work exactly the way we planned. So what happens when a lesson falls flat, students lose interest, or the strategy simply isn't connecting? Today, we're talking about one of the most important skills teachers develop over time: learning how to adapt instruction when students struggle or disengage. Are you ready? Let's step into the classroom. Before we talk about modifying lessons and adapting instruction, let's briefly review the core strategy areas we explored throughout this course. The first area focused on pre-writing and literacy reflection. Early in the course, we discussed strategies that help students organize their ideas before writing. These included pre-writing activities, reflecting on personal literacy experiences, and understanding how students' reading and writing backgrounds influence their confidence and engagement. The second area focused on text selection. We examined how teachers choose texts that support learning goals and student needs. This included understanding horizontal and vertical text sets, selecting complementary readings, and designing lessons that help students compare perspectives and deepen their understanding. The third area centered on reading comprehension strategies. We explored ways teachers can support students as they engage with complex texts, including strategies for struggling readers, structured reading practices, and multicultural approaches that help students connect with literature. Next, we discuss vocabulary and nonfiction strategies. Teachers can prepare students for challenging texts by introducing key vocabulary, supporting comprehension of nonfiction materials, and using technology to help students interact with informational texts. The fifth area focused on writing engagement strategies. We examined ways to motivate students to participate in writing activities, especially when they feel reluctant or resistant. Approaches such as creative writing, providing topic choices, and encouraging student ownership can increase both engagement and confidence. Finally, we explored the writing process and technology. These strategies emphasize writing as a structured process that includes planning, drafting, revising, and editing. Teachers can also incorporate collaboration and digital tools to support students as they develop more advanced writing skills. Together, these strategies provide teachers with a strong toolkit for supporting literacy development in secondary classrooms. However, even well-designed lessons do not always work exactly as expected. This is where the ability to adapt instruction becomes essential. One important thing to remember is this: good teachers do not just know strategies, they know how to adjust them. Sometimes students struggle with the text, feel overwhelmed by a writing assignment, or lose interest in the topic. When that happens, effective teachers look for ways to modify the lesson rather than abandon it. For example, a teacher might change the text if it turns out to be too difficult or does not connect with students' interests. Teachers may also add pre-writing supports, such as graphic organizers, guiding questions, or modeling part of the writing process to help students get started. Another adjustment is incorporating student interests into the lesson, which can naturally increase engagement. Teachers may also increase collaboration, allowing students to discuss ideas with partners, work in small groups, or participate in peer review. Sometimes the task simply feels too complex. In those cases, teachers can break the assignment into smaller steps so students can focus on one part of the process at a time. Finally, teachers may add technology tools that help students organize ideas, collaborate with peers, revise drafts, and interact with text more effectively. By making thoughtful adjustments like these, teachers can turn a lesson that is struggling into an opportunity for deeper learning. As you complete this week's assignments, remember that strong teaching is not about creating the perfect lesson the first time. It is about observing how students respond and adjusting your strategies to support their learning. Throughout this course, we explored many instructional strategies, including text selection, reading comprehension, vocabulary instruction, writing engagement, and the writing process. These strategies are tools, and effective teachers learn how to adapt those tools when students struggle or disengage. And of course, there is one more skill we have all been practicing in this class: APA formatting. Because apparently teaching writing strategies also means making sure the title page is correct, the headings are aligned, and the reference page behaves itself. Welcome to higher education. I'm Dr. Shae, and I'll see you next time.